this morning is the case entitled Jeffrey Rivard versus Windham County State's Attorney, case number 24 AP 279. Appellant Jeffrey Rivard is self-represented. Representing the appellee, Windham County State's Attorney, is Zachary Chen.
All right, Mr. Rivard, do you understand you have 5 minutes to present your argument, sir?
5 minutes.
Yes, and you may begin.
Yes, the case is filed to complain under the Public Records Act, Access Act, not a Rule 16 discovery concern. Without preserving it in the earlier case to the preemptive dismissal, there was really no appropriate course for the Attorney General's office to request like a supplemental affidavit or discovery from the Windham State Attorney's Office, because I had a Windham Public Defense contract in a case 91-120, which is sealed in Windham Criminal Court, and there's no acknowledgement from Attorney Ammons that that information was properly forwarded to him. From what I allege, I saw in camera, like a record from an officer where I saw misrepresentation or misconduct to Privacy Act and Interstate Compact. Motor vehicle records are throughout the record, but it's a separate issue. And so the court shouldn't be detracted by the argument that I didn't try to contact Windham State Attorney, or that this is a Rule 16 discovery concern. I would argue that the court should have had the information processed before the defendant received it from the Windham State Attorney. I yield my time.
All right, Mr. Rivard, thank you. Counsel for the appellee, please introduce yourself and your client, and then you may proceed.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honors, and may it please the court. I'm Zachary Chen from the Vermont Attorney General's office, representing the appellee, the Windham State's Attorney. We are asking this court to affirm the trial court's dismissal of the appellant's complaint. There were two claims. One was advanced under the Federal Freedom of Information Act. That act clearly, by its own terms, does not apply to state agencies. And the other claim involved the Vermont Public Records Act. The Vermont Public Records Act provides for jurisdiction only where an individual has been aggrieved by the denial of a request under the Public Records Act, under that subchapter. The complaint did not articulate that there was a denial of a Public Records Act request. Moreover, for subject matter jurisdiction to lie, not only must there be the denial of a complaint, but it is incumbent upon a Public Records Act requester to follow the procedures provided for in Section 318 and exhaust the remedies there. The complaint also did not establish that. So where the complaint fails to plead subject matter jurisdiction, on the face of it, it was proper for the trial court to dismiss the complaint. And unless there are any other questions, we are content to rest on the arguments set forth in our brief. Thank you very much, Your Honors.
All right, thank you. Does the appellant have any time remaining?
Appellant has 3 minutes and 23 seconds remaining.
All right, Mr. Rivard, if you have anything more you'd like to add at this point, please go ahead.
The only thing I'll add is the Section 318 response under the statutory guidance of the Public Records Act. I think it ties into the concern that I wasn't properly going through the process for denial. The prior Windham State Attorney is known to be adverse, and I reached out to them. So there's no record, but when you go to the website, there's nothing that allows me to contact a records keeper or to determine who that would be within that state office. And that would be the only thing I had to say. And I would yield back again.
All right, thank you then. This will conclude the hearing here. The bailiff may call the close of the case, please.
The next hearing for the